Kurt, you had to feel good about how things turned out there today for your race team.
Yeah, it was a great effort. Real proud of the way that our race went today. It didn't seem like there was one single hiccup. We got a solid pit stop, solid strategy, and just the way that we came together after yesterday's practice, not knowing if we had enough speed. We changed quite a few things on a Miller Lite Dodge, and Steve Addington and the guys are very smart. They're on top of their game, and I really enjoyed today's race. It gave something to me personally to run good on a road course, but team satisfaction to change as many things as we did, to have some speed, and to come up short just to Montoya and to beat Ambrose. I mean, racing with those two world-class guys, it was fun. I learned quite a bit, and there's still some more room to grow on road racing. And so it feels good to bring it home in second and to get Miller Lite up there and Dodge. I mean, we're pulling the banner for Dodge this year, and anytime we can have a close shot at victory, that's what Roger Penske always says. He says, put yourself in position to win, and you'll get those. So great effort today by my guys, the team, and I had great spotters all the way around the racetrack. It just feels like a perfect day, other than the one guy that was a little faster than us. Questions now for Kurt. Let's start over here with Lee, and then we'll go to the other gentleman.
Lee, sponsor of Fox Sports. Kurt, do you believe in karma? Because, I mean, for those of us that do, and you're looking at the 48 up there, he spins and finishes 28, you pretty much get a lot of your points back from last week. It's a great day for you. Yeah, I mean, points are points right now. Bonus points are the most important, though, to take with you to the chase. We feel comfortable in our points position, and I know they do, but man, once the chase starts, that's when every point counts. That's when you don't need to take risky bump draft moves or find yourself in a tight position that you don't want to be in. And so you don't want to wish bad upon anybody. And for us, we had a solid day. I was real proud of my effort today and the guys' effort. It just seemed like one of those type of feelings where, hey, everything's clicking, went in the zone, and hey, 90 laps felt like 40 laps for us today.
Go ahead, sir.
How important was it today to know when to take chances and when to play a little safe and just be consistent?
Yeah, it's always tough to get those restarts and separate yourself. Those are when you're taking a little bit of a risk, or you really got to be on the aggressive side, because you can get bottled up real quick, and that's where the double file restarts have changed our game. And then once it would stretch out, you wanted to run a comfortable pace, but you wanted to maintain pace with the leaders, and I couldn't quite do that. Driving down into turn one, Ambrose beat me a couple times getting into there, and I know Montoya was strong as well. But to race with those two guys, I mean, I was definitely feeling the groove today. It just came up a bit short.
Got a question here with Nate, please.
Nate Ryan, USA Today. Kurt, you mentioned the world-class nature of it. Can you kind of put in perspective what that's like, finishing third to an Australian, a Colombian, and does having those guys in the series, is it, in your time in NASCAR, has that raised the game of road course racing? Because it seems like the quality of racing has improved over the last 10 years.
Yeah, the thing I was looking forward to was those guys' lack of experience, so to speak, in finding the pace of the race. I mean, we've seen guys like Jeff Gordon, Mark Martin, Rusty Wallace win at road racing before, because you have that oval mentality, that background of wait till the end to attack and don't run every lap on that ragged edge. And so my shot at it today was hopefully that the Colombian and the Australian, the guy from down under, would rough each other up, running aggressively, not knowing when to pace themselves. But what I noticed, because I finished second, Ambrose was third, is the fact that they have matured into the realm of what it takes to be competitive at Sprint Cup levels. Their backgrounds are very different, but so is Sprint Cup racing, so is NASCAR, and they've done a great job, and they've peaked really well in the 3-4 years that they've been in it to put themselves in position to run well on road racing. So I felt like today was a big morale victory for us to come in between those two guys, because of the different backgrounds of racing and the way they've matured. They're tough to beat right now in road racing. I mean, if Ambrose didn't stall his car, he would have taken Sonoma.
Is road racing overall improved in NASCAR?
It's a unique feeling each time we go to Sonoma and to Watkins Glen on, all right, who's going to be the big daddy at the end of the day.
Next question. I thought I saw some more hands. Go ahead, Reed.
Reed Spencer with Sporting News. Kurt, the Penske Ganassi story continues today. You guys have run 1-2 several times this year, competed for poles. Seems that that you guys are fast at the same places pretty much. Is that just coincidence?
It is coincidence, honestly, but it's always fun to bring a Penske car home in front of the Ganassi car, and those guys beat us today. I mean, their road racing program is very strong, even if you take Montoya out. McMurray was good today, and look at what they do in the Grand Am Series. They're dominating. Those guys have a comfortable lead in points in the Grand Am situation, and Ganassi is able to cross-pollinate that, I'm sure, like we are with our IRL program, to find some different areas to polish up on and to make the car as best as it can be. And, you know, Roger will feel very pleased about today's effort. I know that he will. But there's always that little bit in him that says, hey, you know, you let a Ganassi car beat you.
Next question. Is that it? Lee has another one.
Lee Spencer, Fox Sports. Can you just talk about the pass you made on Marcos? Because, you know, for so long he was just so dominant, and then, you know, you just kind of blew by him, and, you know, from then it looked like it was clear sailing for you.
Yeah, that's, again, it gets back to how do you set your pace, and how do you know you're right on that edge of slipping a tire or overshooting a braking zone. And those guys were right on that edge all day, and I felt like I kept my car at 97, 98% and left that extra 2% just for that edge. And, you know, I can't deny the fact that they're better than me on a road course. And when I saw 2 to go and Ambrose slipped up big in turn 1, I chewed away. He had 15 car lengths on me. I chewed away 11 of them. I said, all right, I'm going to let it rip. I'm going to take that extra chance and go for this second place and put that feather in the cap for the guys and myself. And it was funny. It came down to going into turn 1 on who was going to outbrake who. I got in there light. He drove it in heavy, and he ended up overshooting the corner a little bit. And maybe I did leave a little bit out on the table all day today, but I don't think I could have caught the 42.
Anything? Go ahead.
Real quick, we just walked in. How does this, with your finish here today, kind of prop you up for the stretch run of the season here? I mean, how does it prop you up for the rest of the way here?
You know, it's a solid finish, and, you know, the tough part is a 33rd last week with a second today. You divide that by 2, that's 17 and a half. You know, that doesn't get it done when you're in the chase. But it does help ease the pain as far as where we are in points. And we came up a bit shy of winning. When you win, you get to take those bonus points with you to the chase. So, you know, to come up shy of those 10 points, we can't be too upset because Montoya really had us beat today. But overall, you know, just for us to finally put a nice exclamation point on a road course race with not having anything go wrong, with not running out of fuel, with not having a flat tire, and not getting run over by a Hendrick car, feels pretty good. All right, we're done.
Whoa, wait. Certainly a couple more questions for Kurt, right? Anything else for Kurt? Okay, Kurt, thanks a lot, and great job out there, and good luck at Michigan.
Well,
One more, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead in the back. Go ahead.
Again, sorry, you've probably been asked this, Kurt, but we just got in here. Can you talk about the 42 and just the dominance that he showed today?
Yeah, Montoya is just a world-class athlete, and the way that he drives on road courses, there's always something to learn, and there's always something to pick up. And just the way that he's matured over the years of his first win at Sonoma, you know, they won by a big fuel mileage game there. But today he just had raw speed. And what I told him in Victory Lane is I was real proud of the way he raced Ambrose. He raced him smart. He didn't race over his head. And maybe, you know, he settled into that Sprint Cup mentality of, hey, I've got to be here at the end. I don't have to really run that Formula One pace every lap.